The automotive world is about to witness something big, and all eyes are on Matt Armstrong as he prepares to release what is described as one of the most important videos in his entire rebuild journey. What makes this moment even more interesting is not just the scale of the project, but the tension surrounding it. The focus is on the rebuild of the legendary Bugatti Chiron, a car known for its extreme engineering, high cost, and strict control by its manufacturer, Bugatti. In a simple community post, Matt explained that his usual Sunday upload will be delayed to Monday due to a bank holiday in the UK, which is something he has done before. At first, this seemed like a normal update, nothing unusual for viewers who follow his content regularly. However, it was not the delay that caught everyone's attention. It was the caption that came with it. Matt described the upcoming video as huge and added that he hoped Bugatti would not be too upset with him, because things were about to get even more interesting. That single sentence changed everything. It introduced a sense of tension, curiosity, and even controversy. Viewers immediately started asking questions. What could he possibly show that would worry a company like Bugatti? Why would he even think about their reaction unless he was about to cross some kind of line? This is where the story becomes more than just a car rebuild. It turns into something bigger, something about control, independence, and pushing boundaries. Over the past months, Matt Armstrong has built a reputation for taking on projects that most people would never attempt. Rebuilding damaged supercars is already difficult, but working on a Bugatti Chiron without official support is on another level entirely. Bugatti is known for keeping tight control over its cars, parts, and repair process. They do not usually allow independent builders to freely access components or technical information. This means that every step Matt takes is not just about fixing a car, but also about finding creative solutions to problems that were never meant to be solved outside the factory. That is why his latest update feels different. It suggests that something major has happened behind the scenes. The image he shared only added more fuel to the fire. It showed the Chiron in a workshop, lifted and separated in a way that many believed was not possible outside of Bugatti's own facilities. This alone challenges what people thought they knew about the car. But Matt did not stop there. His words hinted that the upcoming video would reveal something even more significant. Maybe it is about how he managed to source parts without Bugatti's help. Maybe it is about the true cost of rebuilding such a car. Or maybe it is about uncovering details that the company would rather keep hidden. Whatever it is, one thing is clear. This is no longer just a simple rebuild series. It has become a story that people are emotionally invested in. Fans are not just watching for entertainment anymore. They are watching to see what happens next, to see if one independent creator can challenge the way a major manufacturer operates. And now, with the next video on the horizon, the anticipation has reached a new level. People are waiting, refreshing their screens, talking in comments, and building theories. Because when someone like Matt Armstrong says a video is huge and hints that even Bugatti might not like it, it means something important is about to be revealed as the anticipation continues to build. It is important to understand why this particular rebuild has captured so much attention and why the situation between Matt Armstrong and Bugatti feels different from any other project on YouTube. Normally, rebuilding a damaged car, even a supercar, is seen as a technical challenge, something that requires skill, patience, and money. But in this case, the rebuild of the Bugatti Chiron has turned into something much deeper. It has become a story about independence versus control. Bugatti, like many high-end manufacturers, operates in a very controlled environment where every repair, every part, and every process is tightly managed. This ensures quality and safety, but also limits what independent builders can do. When someone like Matt decides to rebuild a Chiron without factory support, he is not just fixing a car. He is stepping into a space that is usually closed off, and that creates tension. Over time, viewers have seen how difficult this process really is. Simple tasks become complex problems because parts are not easily available. Components cannot just be ordered online or picked up from a dealership. Instead, they must be repaired, recreated, or sourced through alternative methods. This adds layers of difficulty that most rebuild projects do not have. For example, when a part is damaged, Matt often has to rely on skilled specialists who can analyze the material, understand how it was originally made, and then repair or improve it. This takes time, effort, and creativity. It is not a simple process of replacing broken pieces. It is more like rebuilding something from scratch while trying to match or even exceed the original quality. This is why his videos cannot follow a strict weekly schedule. Each step depends on progress that cannot be rushed. And this is also why the upcoming video feels so important. When Matt describes it as huge, it likely means that a major breakthrough has been achieved. Maybe a critical part has been successfully repaired. Maybe a new solution has been found that challenges the idea that only Bugatti can work on these cars. Or maybe he is about to show proof that independent builders can operate at a level that rivals the manufacturer itself. This idea is what makes the situation so interesting and at the same time controversial. Because if it turns out that a small team working outside the official system can rebuild a car as complex as a Bugatti Chiron, it raises questions. It makes people wonder why access to parts and information is so restricted in the first place. It also shifts the conversation from can this be done to should this be allowed? From the viewer's perspective, this creates excitement. It feels like watching a challenge unfold, where each episode pushes the limits further. But from a manufacturer's perspective, it could be seen very differently. It might look like someone is exposing parts of their process, questioning their control, or even competing with their standards. That is likely why Matt mentioned Bugatti's possible reaction. He understands that what he is doing is not just technical work. It is something that could have a wider impact on how people view these cars and the companies behind them. And as the release of the next video gets closer, that sense of tension continues to grow. People are no longer just waiting for an update. They are waiting for a moment that could change the direction of the entire story. To fully understand the significance of the upcoming video, it is necessary to look at the details that have been shared so far and why they matter so much to both the audience and the automotive community. YouTuber Car Builder has been extremely transparent about the rebuild process, showing every challenge, delay, and technical hurdle along the way. But in this instance, the hints in his announcement go beyond just explaining the schedule or the difficulties of sourcing parts. The image he posted of the Bugatti Chiron in the workshop immediately grabbed attention because it shows the car fully split, with the front separated from the rear subframe, something that Bugatti has long stated should only be done in specialized facilities. This alone challenges long-standing assumptions about how these hypercars can be maintained or modified outside the official system. More than that, Matt's words accompanying the image suggested that he was not just documenting the repair, but actively working on modifications, upgrades, or changes that go beyond the original manufacturer design. For viewers, this is exciting. It implies that the rebuild is not only functional, but also innovative, possibly even improving the car in ways that Bugatti itself might not have done. That concept resonates strongly with enthusiasts who admire skill, creativity, and the ability to solve problems independently. At the same time, it raises ethical and commercial questions. Why does a company restrict access to certain parts or processes? How much of their pricing, service limitations, or exclusivity is based on necessity versus control? By hinting that these questions may be addressed in the next video, Matt has elevated the stakes of his series from simple entertainment to a broader discussion about the relationship between manufacturers, builders, and the automotive community. In addition to the technical aspects, there's a human element that makes the story even more compelling. Fans have responded with comments, showing genuine excitement, curiosity, and anticipation. Some are planning to watch the video as a personal event, treating its release like a special occasion, while others express frustration at the delay, which demonstrates how engaged and invested the audience has become. This level of engagement is rare for most rebuild channels, especially when dealing with cars that are inaccessible or unattainable for the average viewer. Part of the reason for this strong connection is Matt's approach. He explains not just the what, but also the why and how of each decision. He shares insights into why certain components take weeks to repair, why sourcing alternatives is necessary, and why independent engineering is often required to accomplish tasks that the manufacturer refuses to do. For example, components like the gearbox bracket, radiators, aluminum front structure, or Valvetronic exhaust all involve processes that are intricate, specialized, and time-consuming. By sharing these behind-the-scenes details, he gives viewers a sense of the dedication, skill, and ingenuity involved, making the eventual video reveal feel like the payoff of a long, carefully built story. And then there is the tension with Bugatti itself, which adds another layer of drama. By warning the company in advance, albeit lightly, about the video, Matt acknowledges the potential for conflict while also showing confidence that he will go forward regardless. That combination of caution and daring creates a narrative that is thrilling to watch. Audiences are drawn to stories where someone takes calculated risks and challenges authority, especially when the authority is a prestigious company that controls a highly desired and exclusive product. With all of these elements combined, the technical complexity, the hints at major revelations, the fan anticipation, and the underlying tension with the manufacturer, the upcoming video is more than just an update. It is positioned as a cultural moment within the automotive world, a test of what independent builders can accomplish when given the freedom to innovate, and a potential challenge to the established practices of even the most elite manufacturers. All of this sets the stage for what promises to be a highly significant and closely watched release, one that will likely be analyzed, discussed, and debated within the car community for weeks to come. Another reason this upcoming video is creating such anticipation is that it represents a turning point in how audiences perceive independent car builders like YouTuber Car Builder and the broader implications for the luxury automotive industry. In the past, rebuild series were mostly about showing technical skill and the dramatic transformation of damaged vehicles into fully functioning machines. Viewers were fascinated by the complexity, the money involved, and the sheer patience required, but those series rarely challenge the manufacturer itself or question the limitations imposed by brands like Bugatti. In Matt's case, the narrative has evolved. What began as documentation of a crash and repairs developed into a story about independence, innovation, and pushing the boundaries of what is possible without official support. By sharing the process of sourcing alternative parts, showing custom fabrication, and demonstrating engineering solutions that circumvent manufacturer restrictions, Matt is creating a discussion about autonomy in the high-end automotive world. This has wider implications beyond one car. If independent builders can successfully rebuild and even improve upon a Bugatti Chiron, it challenges the idea that access to hypercars must always be tightly controlled. It also raises questions about pricing, exclusivity, and the gatekeeping practices of luxury brands. Some viewers are likely to see this as empowering, an example of skill and creativity triumphing over bureaucracy and corporate restrictions. Others may view it as controversial, potentially undermining the carefully maintained image of the brand or upsetting industry norms. This tension is exactly what makes the upcoming video so compelling. From a storytelling perspective, Matt has built suspense masterfully. He teased the video, hinted at potential controversy, and gave fans just enough detail to spark speculation without revealing the full story. The image of the Chiron split in the workshop is more than a visual. It is a symbol of the narrative itself. It represents the breaking apart of assumptions, the uncovering of hidden processes, and the promise of a reveal that could reshape how people view hypercars and their maintenance. Fans have responded enthusiastically, treating the release almost like a major event. They mark calendars, refresh pages, and share excitement online, which is a testament to Matt's ability to engage his audience deeply. This kind of engagement is rare and difficult to achieve. It shows that viewers are emotionally invested, not just in the car, but in the story, the process, and the larger themes of independence and ingenuity. In addition, the technical details that Matt shares serve an important purpose. By explaining the challenges of repairing components like the gearbox bracket, radiators, or aluminum front structure, he contextualizes why the process is difficult, why patience is required, and why ingenuity is necessary. It is not just about showing off skills. It is about educating the audience and giving them an appreciation for what it takes to achieve something extraordinary. These elements combine to create a narrative that is both informative and dramatic, giving viewers multiple layers of engagement. There is excitement about what will happen, curiosity about how it is done, and respect for the skill involved. And then there is the looming possibility of conflict with Bugatti. By acknowledging the manufacturer's potential reaction, Matt introduces stakes that go beyond the car itself. It becomes a story about risk, courage, and defiance, making the video feel like more than just a rebuild. It becomes a test of whether independent creators can operate at a level that challenges even the most elite automotive companies. All of this makes the upcoming release not just a video, but a moment in the automotive community that has significance beyond entertainment. It combines technical skill, suspense, audience engagement, and real-world tension into a single, highly anticipated experience. Part of what makes YouTuber car builders' work so compelling is a combination of transparency, risk, and innovation, which together create a story that goes far beyond a simple car repair series. The upcoming Bugatti Chiron video is significant because it exemplifies all three elements, showing viewers not just what he is doing, but also why it matters. Transparency has always been a key part of Matt's appeal. He documents every step, every delay, every challenge in painstaking detail, giving the audience a clear window into the complex world of hypercar repair. Viewers are able to see the process of sourcing alternative parts, the work that goes into custom fabrication, and the precision required for engineering modifications. This level of detail does more than entertain. It educates and inspires, giving people a rare insight into an industry that is normally closed to outsiders. But transparency alone is not enough to make this video huge. The element of risk is just as important. By hinting at Bugatti's possible reaction, Matt raises the stakes significantly. The audience is aware that the work he is doing could provoke a response from one of the most prestigious car manufacturers in the world, a company known for control and strict procedures. This adds tension and excitement, because viewers are not just watching technical skill unfold. They are watching a challenge to authority, an independent creator stepping into a space where few dare to go. This tension is heightened by the fact that the Bugatti Chiron is not just any car. It is one of the most advanced and exclusive hypercars in existence. The process of splitting the car, repairing components, and potentially improving or modifying the design is something that even professional mechanics rarely attempt without official guidance. By showing this process publicly, Matt is creating a sense of awe and curiosity that keeps viewers engaged from start to finish. The final element is innovation. Matt's work is not just about restoring the car to its original state. It is about finding ways to improve upon it, to solve problems creatively, and to demonstrate that independent builders can operate at a level that rivals even the manufacturer itself. Whether it is through custom machining, engineering modifications, or clever sourcing of parts that Bugatti refuses to provide, Matt's approach highlights skill, ingenuity, and perseverance. This combination of transparency, risk, and innovation has created a narrative that captures multiple types of audience engagement. Some viewers are fascinated by the technical details and the engineering skill on display. Others are drawn to the tension and drama, wondering how Bugatti will respond or what the implications might be for the wider automotive world. And still others are inspired by the independence and problem-solving demonstrated, seeing a model for what is possible when creativity meets determination. Beyond the individual elements, there is also the community response, which plays a critical role in the video's impact. Fans have been actively engaged in the lead-up, sharing excitement, speculation, and personal stories about how much they value these videos. Comments describe moments of frustration over delayed uploads, joy when progress is shown, and anticipation for the next breakthrough. This level of emotional investment is rare and shows how effectively Matt has built a connection with his audience. It also ensures that when the video finally releases, viewership is likely to spike dramatically, with people not only watching but also sharing and discussing every moment. In short, the upcoming video is huge not because it shows another step in a rebuild, but because it represents a convergence of transparency, risk, innovation, and community engagement, all centered around one of the most exclusive cars in the world. The stakes are high, the tension is palpable, and the potential implications reach far beyond a single workshop. This is why Matt Armstrong's announcement that Bugatti might be concerned is so significant. It signals to viewers that what they are about to see is not just a technical update, but a story with broader consequences, a demonstration of what independent creators can achieve, and a moment in automotive culture that could change perceptions about access, innovation, and control within the industry. Another critical aspect that makes the upcoming Bugatti Chiron video so significant is how it highlights the difference between independent builders and the traditional manufacturer-led process. Most people assume that working on a hypercar is impossible without direct support from the company that made it. Bugatti, for example, has long enforced strict rules about parts, service, and repairs, partly to ensure safety and partly to maintain exclusivity. However, Matt Armstrong has been quietly showing that with skill, creativity, and determination, many of these perceived barriers can be overcome. This challenges a conventional wisdom in the automotive world and demonstrates that independence is not only possible, but can also result in exceptional quality. The anticipation for this video is particularly high because Matt's previous work has set a high standard. Fans are aware that he does not take shortcuts and that every modification, repair, or upgrade is carefully planned and executed. Whether it is sourcing components from alternative suppliers, performing precise custom machining, or engineering new solutions to fit the Chiron's unique requirements, each step in the process demonstrates expertise that rivals professional manufacturer teams. This means that viewers are not just watching a rebuild. They are witnessing a new approach to hypercar repair that could reshape perceptions about who is capable of maintaining and improving such vehicles. Additionally, the video promises to touch on areas that Bugatti may prefer remain private. Matt's careful phrasing in his announcement, hinting at potential manufacturer concerns, suggests that the content may include revelations about the car's construction, hidden engineering details, or cost comparisons that challenge the company's pricing and service model. For the audience, this is an intriguing layer because it adds a sense of exclusivity and access that goes beyond what is typically available in public. People are drawn to the idea of seeing behind the curtain, of understanding aspects of the Chiron that most owners and fans never get to observe. Moreover, the community engagement surrounding the announcement demonstrates how deeply invested viewers are in this story. Comments reveal excitement, impatience, and speculation, all of which amplify the narrative's impact. Fans discuss birthdays, personal milestones, and weekend plans around the video's release, treating it like an event rather than a simple update. This shows that Matt has succeeded in transforming a niche technical subject into a shared experience that resonates with a wide audience. The combination of technical skill, narrative suspense, and community anticipation is what makes this release so powerful. It is not just a matter of repairing a car. It is about pushing boundaries, questioning assumptions, and providing a compelling story that blends education, drama, and personal achievement. The stakes feel higher because there is the implicit tension between an independent creator and a multinational manufacturer. Viewers understand that the work is remarkable not just for its complexity, but also for the defiance it represents. This creates a dramatic arc in which every moment, every photo, and every hint becomes meaningful. Lastly, the timing of the video release also contributes to its significance. By posting on a Monday after UK bank holiday, Matt has strategically maximized the potential audience and engagement. Fans have had extra days to anticipate, discuss, and speculate about the content. The delay itself has created a sense of scarcity, making the video's release feel like a major event that must be watched as soon as it goes live. Combined with the high stakes, the technical expertise, the possibility of revealing sensitive information, and the dramatic tension with Bugatti, it is easy to see why this video is considered massive. It represents not only a milestone in the Chiron Rebuild series, but also a defining moment in the story of independent builders challenging traditional authority within the automotive world. When the video goes live, viewers can expect not only remarkable technical achievements, but also the drama, controversy, and excitement that have been carefully teased in every announcement and image shared leading up to this moment. Another factor that makes YouTuber car builders' upcoming Bugatti Chiron videos so important is the way it reflects a broader shift in the relationship between independent creators and high-end manufacturers. Traditionally, companies like Bugatti have maintained strict control over their vehicles, not just to protect quality and safety, but also preserve the exclusivity and prestige of the brand. Access to parts, technical knowledge, and repair procedures is limited, and very few independent builders are given the freedom to explore, modify, or innovate. Matt Armstrong's work is challenging that model by showing that an individual or small team with the right expertise can successfully navigate these restrictions, repair complex components, and even implement improvements that the manufacturer did not provide. This sets a precedent for other independent builders and enthusiasts, showing that with patience, ingenuity, and determination, barriers that once seemed insurmountable can be overcome. The upcoming video is being described as huge, precisely because it demonstrates not only technical skill, but also independence and resourcefulness. Fans are likely to see solutions to challenges they never imagined could be solved outside the official system. The suspense created by Matt's announcement, expressing concern about Bugatti's reaction, adds to the narrative tension, making viewers feel as though they are witnessing a pivotal moment in the evolution of hypercar culture. Beyond the technical and suspenseful aspects, the video also serves as a lesson in planning, patience, and communication. Every component Matt works on requires